Time out. It's Kel Cito, the spirit coach, getting you a shape and form for the age of Aquarius. Yet again. And we're going to talk about, what we all experiencing in some way, shape, or form based on, where the sun is at in Gemini and what the shadow government want us to pay attention to based on what's getting a lot of attention and things of that nature and communicate about in some way, shape, or form. Okay, so remember, we always plan these energies out macro on a micro level. Okay, so that's why when the sun is in the first portion of what we call spring, that's why we get birth. You know what I'm saying? That would be like Aries season. So that's why people that are Aries carry out Aries qualities. Now their spirit may carry that out in their own specific way, but for the most part, they still carry those tendencies and things of that nature, which would be the birth of spring, that cardinal fire. Okay, and so where we see birth and the soil get fresh and it's getting ready to to spring into action. So now we're in Gemini season, which is mutable air, and that's the end of spring, going into summer, going into the most transformational time. So they like to do a lot of rituals and spells around this time as well. So, what we're seeing right now is them doing one that they've done before 10 years ago, Sandy Hook type of situation, and they want us to kind of communicate about that. Why? Because the sun is in Gemini. So they understand the importance of taking our attention, and where our attention goes, energy flows, and that creates mind states, blood flow, and depending on how you think about it, they present it how you want them to think about it. You know what I'm saying? So they present it to, they want you to think it's just some natural occurrence, that ain't being influenced by any other person but somebody just being retarded. No. This is motherfuckers that for sure have mental problems, but they're being used and shit. Because where did a kid get a vest and an AK-47? Do you know how hard it is as a mind state to get something like that? You know what I'm saying? Like at that young age and really use it. So you need to know that, it's always things being pushed out and influenced. Now, even if the kid wasn't contacted directly to do this thing, the mere fact that they set this shit up, is the mere fact that this shit was set up in some way, shape, or form. What up, Ricky? It answers to the question of, why is it like this in the first place? And that's what we got to get down to. Okay? That's what we got to get down to. So, So when we talk about shootings on a spiritual level, shooting is when you're aiming for something. So when you shoot, you're shooting for something. And so what is shooting? What was this man shooting? He was shooting the helpless kids. Okay, so that lets you know that this is some type of energy state that they're trying to put us all in some way, shape, or form. So they're trying to put us all in some helpless energy. Okay, we got all these motherfucking sun. We got the sun in Gemini, sextile, and all these motherfucking planets in motherfucking Aries. So all these motherfucking planets in motherfucking Aries right now, y'all know Aries, like I said, that's motherfucking, it's ruled by Mars, so that's anger, aggression. So they want us to communicate, aka Sun and Gemini, because the sun is what we're paying attention to about motherfucking, Aries like shit. So we got an opportunity to pay attention to Mars right now, war energy. Based on the sun being in Aries. It's a 60-degree angle. Let me show y'all. This Aries right here. So this is where Mars is at. The sun is right here. So that creates a 60-degree angle. Anytime you have a 60-degree angle in the sky, that creates an opportunity. And so that opportunity is for you to pay attention. When you have an opportunity, you can take that opportunity. That's why this kind of feels like more so an opportunity for us to hop in our passions. But we supposed to use this for ourselves. But they got us using this for their shit. They got us using this for their shit. For what they want us to do. For what they would want us to talk about. right? And it is not what you're doing, it's how you do it. So if you talk about it in the way they want you to talk about it, you're going to create their mind states, which we're going to get into. And you're going to create their mind states, and that's going to lead your body and your mind to doing areas, and their ritual and spell is done. You know what I'm saying? They can sacrifice a couple kids, and you know what I'm saying? And that's desperate at that point. And it's not, I don't think that's the only shooting that's gonna happen. So you know they've been going crazy. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so I don't think that's the only shooting, but they kind of want us to pay attention to some anger and aggression. You know what I'm saying? That's the opportunity right now. That's the opportunity. Okay? So let me roll this up, and we're gonna get to the actual astrology of it and break it down so y'all can see what type of mind state they trying to put y'all in, to the point where your mind goes, your body follows. You know what I'm saying? Because it don't make no sense on no level. But for the most part, we know that this is like some type of setup shit, because ain't no motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, just doing this shit and it's like a recurring thing. That's a ritual at that point. You get what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be careful. Y'all gotta be careful, because the mind states they try to put y'all in. Y'all got a peak game. All right. So look, this is what they doing. They using sun sextile. All these planets in Aries create opportunities to pay attention to their version of Mars. Okay. So we all got the opportunity right now based on the sun. We got all opportunity to pay attention to our passion. This is when y'all hear me do the regular alignments. But you supposed to pay attention to your passion, your birth, which you want to give birth to personally, and shit like that. And so, you know, when it comes to like kids, that we all take that personal. So, you know what I'm saying? They know the right shit to make us click. You know what I'm saying? And rest in peace and condolences to all the families and shit like that. But these shadow government don't give a fuck. If the reason I'm finna let you know what they doing it for is stupid. It's stupid. All right? But yeah, so they using the sun, aka our actions. You know what I'm saying? What they want us to pay attention to in Gemini. And Gemini is mutable air, being mutable to our own and other ways of thinking and communicating. So we're going to be paying attention to communicating our environment, you know what I'm saying, and what's happening around us. And for the most part, all of us have an environment based on what we pay attention to. And so we're going to be bringing that environment to others. And for the most part, what we're going to be paying attention to in that environment is thoughts and ideas that we're sharing. And so these thoughts and ideas that we're sharing are going to look like what we have on our mind, the thoughts that we keep, you know what I'm saying, what's good to talk about, you know what I'm saying, what makes sense, what's logical, and something that we can bring together and have a whole logical conclusion to it, you know what I'm saying, based on, you know, what's around us and what makes sense. And a lot of this shit that they forcing us to pay attention to right now is they shit, you know what I'm saying, based on just the extremity nature. But we're receiving a bunch of extreme energies from Aries right now. So Aries has Mars in it. And so, you know what I'm saying, like I said, Mars loves being there. It's passionate. You know what I'm saying? It's motivation. It's motivated there. You know what I'm saying? It's home there. It likes being there. You know what I'm saying? And then Jupiter is there too. So also we're expanding on that. You know what I'm saying? We're expanding our horizon. We expanded our passions, you know what I'm saying? We're experiencing the morality when it comes to our passions, so that's another thing. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. It's like very easy. So, you know what I'm saying? So we got an opportunity to pay attention to passions right now. You know what I'm saying? So you can do that in your own way, or they're going to do that for you based on what other people are communicating about. You get what I'm saying? So it's everywhere. So that means they have most of the attention. Where energy goes, shit flows, and they can take that energy and do what they want with it. All right. But yeah, so they're using the sun sextile, all the planets in Aries, creating opportunities to pay attention to their version of Mars. They are actually using us to communicate and talk about their world, their environment. That's not none of our fucking world. You know what I'm saying? That's not that we don't. You know what I'm saying? What type of, you know? But they trying to, you know. Who Bill said right? It's how you attract. Right, yeah. It's how you attract. So, yeah, right. Absolutely. So, so they're going to be using, they want us to pay attention to their world, their environment, where we are passionate, angry, and aggressive. Okay? And so when we get into that passion, angry and aggressiveness spirit, you know what I'm saying? They got us where they want to. Because why? You know what I'm saying? There's another opportunity there. The Pluto is in Capricorn, so and that's going to that's sextile in Aries right now for the moment. You know what I'm saying? And that's going to put us in a position where, you know what I'm saying, because it's still on the cusp. So that's going to put it in a position where they can take power control over our passions and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So they're using this opportunity to control y'all passions, and that's what the sun is sextile Pluto and pointing in the area they want it. So anytime, like period. Anytime you let someone take power and control of what you want to be passionate about and what you want to be motivated about, and your ability to experience and develop frustration, this leads into the negative end of Mars. And anytime you are highly frustrated, this develop into other mentalities and experience like stagnation, okay, and developing incapabilities and illnesses, okay. So they're doing this in an effort with Pluto and Capricorn to further tear down infrastructure. Capricorn rules infrastructure, so it don't look safe to go to school no more. It don't look safe to be in the regular infrastructure because they're tearing all that down, and it's going to be we got motherfucking, you know what I'm saying. With Capricorn, you know, they're using that to tear down further infrastructure, and so they still trying to build this new reality and shit, this new virtual reality and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what they're trying to lead us into. You know what I'm saying? So they're making outside look scary in some way, shape, or form. You know what I'm saying? But they're doing it at the expense of real people. So just always know that this is their show. So when you're hearing about the environment, you know what I'm saying? When you hear about the environment, this is not your environment. You don't have these thoughts. This is shit that they pushing out on their news channels and shit like that. And if this wasn't something that they wasn't trying to broadcast and shit like that to get attention for, anytime you're broadcasting something, you're trying to get attention for it. So why? That's what you always gotta think. Why they're trying to get us to pay attention to certain things. And so when you pay attention to it, and you can pay attention to it, but it's how you pay attention to it. Somebody will see that and be like, oh, it's just life and it's just happening. No, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, what they're trying to do is trying to get you to communicate or put your mind in a space where you got to be angry and you can't be passionate about what you want to talk about. You can't be passionate about, you know what I'm saying, or motivated about what you want to think about. You know what I'm saying? You can't be passionate about, you know what I'm saying? And they use kids and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But anytime you feel like that in general, the mentalities, the thoughts, the Adams and Eves, the thoughts and feelings, the man and woman, that you create that come together when you think like that, you know what I'm saying? It leads into like stagnation energy, you not being passionate because you feel like, you know what I'm saying, you can't do nothing about it. And they shot you. They shot the helpless. And that's the ritual and spell. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? They all trying to use they use this shit to get us into certain mind states and shit like that. And we not necessarily supposed to feel like that, you know what I'm saying? If you was gonna be taking care of something, things like that shouldn't even really be broadcasted for real. That should be like some shit that's, you know what I'm saying, that should be like, you know, they put fear into our minds. That some shit be like on a hush and shit. You handle business behind the scenes and shit like that. That's how you really supposed to handle business and let business be business and shit. Why it look like, you know what I'm saying, CSI 35 and shit. You know what I'm saying? Doom, 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 doom. You know what I'm saying? They all getting us in the mind because my son and Gemini, they want us to talk about that shit in that way. And that shit fucked up. That shit fucked up. They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. That shit fucked up. You know what I'm saying? At the expense of them babies and shit like that, you know? And that shit fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so, you know, they doing like a shoot the helpless spell. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, trying to put you in some type of helpless energy, you know, right, True Bloods looking ass. True Bloods looking ass. We all on an episode of True Bloods right now and shit like that. And shit like that. They've been doing this shit for the thing is like shit like this. It be shit always wild shit happening in the world. It's just they pick with the broadcast. They had the cameras right there. They ready. You know what I'm saying? They know how to. You know what I'm saying? They got this person hired and shit ready and shit like that. These news reporters be knowing that they be about to report some shit days before it even happen and shit like that. They be getting signals, all type of shit. They just can't talk because it's just, you know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers ain't shit for real. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so they, like I said, they using all these they trying to take power and control over our passions and shit like that based on what we paying attention to right now. So, you know what I'm saying? Be careful of what you paying attention to. Be careful of how you paying attention to it. You know what I'm saying? All these planets in Aries. Mars is home in Aries. We got Jupiter in Aries. So we got Mars in Aries. So we're going to be passionate in general. You know what I'm saying? That's the energy we're going to be comfortable about, especially when it comes to taking things personal. You know what I'm saying? And so they're going to use something that we take personal and shit like that. And whatever we value about personal, you know what I'm saying? And our morality. Jupiter's there, Venus there, you know what I'm saying? The moon was just there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they trying to take power control over all of our passions right now. So we don't have no new way of seeing and feeling about, you know what I'm saying, how to get justice done. You know what I'm saying? How to get things done in the world and shit like that. He said, yeah, they do work behind the scenes for real. Yeah, man, you know how they going. You know how they coming, man. They don't give a fuck, man. But yeah. So make sure, you know what I'm saying, you just not in that mind state. You know what I'm saying? I'm the coach. I'm getting y'all in shape and form. You know what I'm saying? You know, we can pay attention to it, but you know, the shapes and forms before it get to the physical is always mental first. You know what I'm saying? It's always we come from the yin realm experience, then we experience the yang. You know what I'm saying? We come from the fluid realm at first. That's why if you're not motivated, you know what I'm saying, you're not about to create any blood flow to get your ass out the bed. You know what I'm saying? And so, therefore, we all need to feel motivated right now. And they on some bullshit trying to take power control of what we want to go out and communicate about. They want us to pay attention to their bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And it's simple. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, shoot that, you know what I'm saying? Make you feel helpless. Like you can't even, the mere fact that you got to talk about that shit is make you feel helpless a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So it's subtle, and these motherfuckers know that. You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta be all careful in some way, shape, or form. So this video is not too long. Now you know the play, okay? Coach then gave you the play, you know what I'm saying, of what mentality that they're trying to put you in. You know what I'm saying? Their mentality. So, you know, like I said, I'm gonna repeat it one last time. We got the sun, that's in Gemini. So they want you to communicate. They give you the opportunity to communicate some passion. Anytime you have Mars, 60-degree angle from the sun, that gives you an opportunity to communicate some type of passion. Not communicate, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of Mercury. Anytime you have Mars and sun, they give you opportunity to pay attention to some type of passion, but it's going to be formulated in the form of communication where the sun is at in Gemini. And the sun is in Gemini, we're going to be communicating about whatever opportunity we got to be passionate about, aka Aries, and Mars in Aries and shit like that. So depending on what we are passionate about right now, that's what we're going to be paying attention to. You know what I'm saying? And then we have a motherfucking sextile with Pluto and shit like that. And yeah, let me make sure. Cause I don't want to be capping right now. I don't want to be capping. This ain't the time to cap. Yeah, we got Mars sextile Pluto right now, so they trying to take power control over your passions right now and shit with this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That shit don't make no sense. Shout out to Boss Baby Jess, Young Rasta, Chain Mella. You know what I'm saying? They got us fucked up. Hey, different subject, but I'm working on a beat project. I had an idea of you doing a narrative in the opening song. Would you be open to it? Yeah, who meal? My motherfucking email is in my profile and shit. Yeah, but yeah, that's it. I just wanted to come in here, you know what I'm saying, and spread the message. And yes, I got my son is about to, you know what I'm saying, get ready and shit like that. He already in the tub and shit. I'm about to get about and shit like that. So yay. Get y'all ass in the game.